It was midnight. Normal school day. Normal practice. Nothing was different. We carpooled after practice. My friend was gonna go get in her car. She runs back into our car and she's like, "There's someone in my car, there's someone in my car." And then I just heard it.
"19-year-old Payton Washington is one of the top competitors in a growing collegiate sport, acrobatics and tumbling. But like any athlete at the height of their game, she didn't get there alone.
My mom's my best friend. Strongest person I know. My dad's not in my life, and I mean, we were the only thing that were like consistent.
The pair have had a special bond from the very beginning.
When I went for my 20-week appointment to find out what we were having is when we found out that there was something wrong. She had cysts covering one of her lungs, and they actually gave me options to terminate the pregnancy because she wouldn't live through it.
On February 4th, 2005, Payton was born. A few months later, doctors successfully removed part of her lung.
With her lung, they told us to start building up her lung pressure. The first thing we put her in was a mommy and me gymnastics class. Before we knew it, she was 9 months old and she was already running around.
I started cheer when I was 4. I remember being at Austin Cheer Factory and just tumbling and having fun.
She progressed very quickly. She couldn't throw the skills that she had because it was at a higher level than what the team could compete.
Soon, Payton and her mom were traveling across Texas for training.
We were in the car 3 times a week driving together, so I know everything about her. She tells me everything to this day. Like, we're extremely close.
Teams change every year. Friends change every year. Us two are the only people that like stayed together.
Despite being heavily recruited by collegiate cheerleading programs across the country, Payton chose to pursue acrobatics and tumbling, and she wanted to compete with the best.
The Baylor Bears win their 7th straight NCAA National Championship.
There you see the matriarch of the sport, Felicia Mulkey. She's won every national championship the sport has had to offer.
Acrobatics and tumbling is the evolution of all the different disciplines of gymnastics and the athletic aspects of competitive cheer. We're the only sport ever to be created for women by women. Payton's been coming to our camps since she was a little thing. We fell in love with her, fell in love with her mom, her entire family. The talent catches your eye first, but she's an even better human, and that's really the reason you bring him to the team.
One month before graduating high school, Payton and 3 teammates were driving back home to Austin after practice in Houston. The group decided to carpool and met up at a local supermarket.
HEB was well lit, kind of like a football field. So that's why we went there, because who would do anything bad to you at HEB? I'm sleepy. I'm texting my mom about Baylor stuff, the applications and all of that, because I'm gonna be there soon.
But then the text just stopped.
Around midnight, Payton and her teammates arrived back at the parking lot where they had met to carpool hours earlier. One of Payton's teammates mistakenly approached a vehicle she thought was her own. When she opened the door, a man got out and confronted her.
She runs back into our car. She rolls down the window, is like, I'm sorry, to whoever this guy was. And then he cusses and then just shoots the car 14 times. We just tried to get away as fast as we could. I didn't feel anything until we were 2 minutes away from HEB. It was like just this like pulsing sensation where it was hard to breathe, and I just knew something was wrong.
One of the other girls in the car called me screaming, saying that she'd been shot. I just grabbed my purse and took off running.
One of Payton's teammates was grazed by a bullet and treated on the scene. But Payton was shot 3 times, twice in the leg and once in the right side of her back. One of the bullets ruptured her spleen and pierced holes in her diaphragm and stomach. She was airlifted to the University of Texas's Del Seton Medical Center for emergency surgery.
I wanted to call my mom. They wouldn't let me. From then on, I was just like, if you keep your mind like calm and you just breathe, your body's gonna do the same.
She was in an induced coma. It was really hard. Anytime somebody come in and seeing their reaction was even harder because you knew how bad it actually was.
We did not know what to expect or what the outcome was. But we wanted to let her know. She was a bear anyway. No matter what was happening, we were home. So her talent didn't matter in those moments. We did a tribute tour at the national championship. Everybody tattooed for pay all over their bodies. It was an outreach of love.
Payton spent a week in the hospital before returning home to continue her recovery.
Physically, I mean, it was just starting over. Last week I was doing full outs and running, and it was so easy, so why can't I breathe?
I just kept telling her that it didn't matter, right? If she never got to tumble again, it didn't matter. I didn't care. She was alive. She was here.
I just wanted her to be proud of me, so I had to push through. I didn't want her to see me give up. She'd seen people give up in her life. I didn't want to be like that.
Payton spent the next 2 months rehabbing, motivated by her mom's support. That fall, she left for Baylor, her focus solely on returning to the mat for the upcoming season in February. But 2 months prior, life shifted her focus once again.
I have stage 3 cancer. Started in breast cancer and it's spreading.
Initially, of course, I was worried, but I was like, if I can get through what I did, you can get through that.
She fought for me too, and we do it for each other. I can't do as much as I normally can, but I did make a point to still try to make it to every single meet. I've been to every competition in her entire life. I didn't want to miss anything.
Baylor ranked #1, Oregon ranked #2.
These two teams bring out the best in each other.
Even though she's stronger than like any person I've ever met, I would watch her and make sure like she was okay. But Oregon was my comeback. I was like, I have to show our family, I have to show everyone who's coming down that like I made it and like I'm here for a reason.
Payton Washington back out there again. Boy, she's out there a lot.
Look at that height.
And stuck the landing.
Wow.
From then on, she competed in every meet, ending the regular season with a 9.975 out of 10 in the open tumbling event, and helping the Bears to a #1 postseason seed.
Only 2 teams remain here. The 2024 NCAA National Championship is something that everybody should see at least once.
The sideline is ecstatic.
A lot of happy looks there.
You can see Payton Washington. She's so excited.
A very traumatic injury and found her way back to competition. Nothing short of spectacular.
1 year and 10 days after being shot 3 times, Payton Washington helped her team do this.
The 2024 national champion, the Baylor Bears.
For the 9th consecutive season.
Last year, they all wrote my name on them. And today I got to rewrite that story and write my name on them as something that's powerful, not something that's sad.
And the Division I Freshman of the Year, Payton Washington from Baylor.
She does not want to be known as the girl who got shot. Payton wants people to look at her as an athlete and understand how powerful women are.
That's just incredible to me that like my body can still do all of these amazing things after that. I automatically came back fast, harder. I'm stronger than I was. I'm back fully. I'm gonna be back forever.